Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing the High School Cliques book tag. The tag was originally created by Gwen at Gwendolyn Burke, and she tagged everybody she was subscribed to and everybody that was subscribed to her. She also tweeted me about it, so I'm going to be doing it because she tagged me. I have the questions here on my iPad and the videos open. So I'm going to set it here on my bookshelf and let's get started. First clique is Goth, which is a cover that has a gothic or emo type cover. And for this I chose two books. I chose this first one, which is Unspoken by Sarah Reese Brennan, because it's got this really dark sort of gothic cover in my opinion. It's really, really dark and it's got birds and gray. It's gothy. And the other one is more of a grungy type goth, so I don't know if you classify it as goth, more like grunge, but I'm going to show it anyways. It's Sketches by Eric Walters, and he is a really good Canadian author, and I've met him, and I have his autograph, and I'm going to meet him again in the end of this month at this seminar thing that he's doing at the local library, which is exciting. So if you haven't heard of him or haven't read any of his books, go check him out. He's really, really good. The next clique is Redneck, a book that has a red cover, or a book with a character that you would consider a redneck. And again, I have two books. The first one being the character in the book, and that's the main character from Somebody Everybody Listens To by Suzanne Suppley. The main character is Retta, R-E-T-T-A, and she moves to Nashville to follow her dreams as a country singer, so that's really redneck in my opinion. The second book is another Eric Walters book, and that is Shaken, and it has the red cover. This one is about 15-year-old Josh, and he and his dad are in, I think his sister's there too, they're in Haiti, and it's basically about the earthquake that happened in Haiti a couple years ago, I think. Is that how long it is ago? It's like 2 or 3 years ago now. It's a really good book. You should read it. Next is Prep, a book with a preppy cover, and I don't really have books with preppy covers, so the other thing Gwen said you could use was like patterns and stuff. I don't have any Argyle, I don't have any plaid books, which is really weird because you'd think I'd have something like that, but I don't. So I'm going with the side cover part of Huntley Fitzpatrick's My Life Next Door because it's the only thing I have that I would consider preppy, and it's stripy, and that's not really a good enough excuse, but I don't have a book like that. I'm sorry. Next is Meangirl, characters that are cheerleaders or mean girls. And for that, I am going with all of the protagonists in Keep Holding On by Suzanne Colasanti, because this book is about bullying. It revolves around the main girl getting bullied by basically everybody in her school. Nobody likes her. And so I'm basically choosing all of the characters in this book that bully her. Next is Nerd or Geek, a character who is good with numbers, computers, or who is considered nerdy. And for this, I am choosing Cullen from An Abundance of Catherines, because he is a prodigy in math, and he's really nerdy, and he likes footnotes, and I'm choosing him because he's a nerd. But you can't help but love him. Next is Stoner, a character who experiments or does experiments with drugs. And for this, I chose Control by Lydia Kang, and I'm choosing the main character, which is Zelia, because she doesn't really work with drugs so she can take them, but she does, but they're not bad drugs. They're scientific drugs. She does science experiments with stuff. So I'm choosing her, if that makes any sense. She works with drugs. Next is Brown Noser, a character that always has to be right. And for this, I am choosing Samantha's mom and her stupid boyfriend Clay from My Life Next Door, because they always have to be right. They're complete assholes about it, and I don't mind her mom, but I didn't like Clay at all, so he's a Brown Noser, and he's the person I'm choosing. Next is Jock, a character who is a jock or a book about sports. And for this, I am choosing Don't Die My Love, the book, in here, by Llewellyn McDaniel. And basically it follows Julie, and her boyfriend is a jock. He plays football, I think. Football. And yeah, so he's the jock, and it kind of has to do with his football, but also not. That's confusing and probably doesn't make any sense. But he's the jock, and that's what I'm choosing. Next is Hippie, a book that's published in the 60s or a book with flowers on it. And I don't have any books that I know of that are published in the 60s, so I'm going with the book that has the flower on it. And I chose Cloaked by Alex Flynn, which is the author of Beastly. This is like kind of a modern take on Princess and the Frog, sort of. And so I chose this one because it's got the flower on it. I don't have any other books with flowers on it. Actually, never mind, I do. I have these ones over here, which you can barely see, but there's the Kiss by an Angel series by Elizabeth Chandler. And these are like the 2 sequels, and there's 3 books in that one. So, yeah, I choose all of them. Lastly on this list is a book with a school in it that you would love to attend. And for this, most people are probably going to choose Hogwarts from Harry Potter. But I am choosing something different. I am choosing the school in France from Anna and the French Kiss. Because I love Paris. I'd love to go to school in Paris and live in Paris. And I would love to go to this school. Like, I mean, I'd love to go to Hogwarts too, don't get me wrong, but I want to go to France. I want to go to school in France. That would be, like, so perfect. So perfect. Like, why didn't Anna want to go? I would want to go. There's also a bonus one. So it's choose another clique, and then choose a book or a character that goes along with that clique. So for my clique, I am choosing shy people, like the shy introverts of the world. And for that, I chose Kath from Fangirl, because she's the shy, quiet type of person that likes to stay inside and write her fan fiction and stuff like that. And that is exactly me. I am Kath. And so that is the category that I would fall into too. So that's it for the tag. Now I'm going to tag a few people. So I'm going to tag Whitney from Witty Novels, and Lauren from Lauren Ann, Andrea from the Little Yellow Bookshop, Reagan from Peru's Project, and Lainey from Ginger Reads Lainey. Hopefully we can get this tag going around BookTube, because I'm pretty sure Gwen would be excited about that, and that'd be pretty cool. So with that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!